We thought obedient movement was a joke. Former Minister Labaran Makun says, I won't attend Tinubu swearing-in. Board of Judge review why he wouldn't attend Tinubu swearing-in. Before we give you the full details, welcome to ANT Nigeria News, where we bring you information. Please like, share, subscribe to join this platform as we give you the full details of today's headline. A former Minister of Information and National Orientation, Labaran Makun, has said that many people, including himself, perceive the obedient movement and the Labour Party LP presidential candidate Peter Obi as a joke. Obi, a former Anambra State governor, took the national by storm when they emerged as the third force candidate, despite being dismissed as lacking a political instruction. The Labour Party candidate, who enjoyed a huge youth following, scores over 6 million votes and won in 11 states to finish third in the just concluded exercise. Speaking on Channel Stephen, Marco admitted that the opposition political never gave the Labour Party candidate and his supporter a chance. What happened in the presidential election, as you could see, as that there was this wave of young people, the obedient, that we all took for granted, and we were thinking Peter Obi was a joke. Where would he go? So both PDP and the APC, we were thinking this man does not have structure. He will not be able to do so much. He stated that with the help of the young people, Obi and Labour Party proved that as wrong. But the young people seized the initiative from the politician, and for the first time, what we saw in Nasarawa, Edo, Serra and other places, and in Delta State where the PDP vice presidential candidate comes from, we saw that the young people were serious about what they were doing, and they took advantage of social media to project a program which has shaken the nation. He said the PDP, shifting from Nasarawa State, admit that the party lost the presidential election in the state of Labour Party, but claim the ruling All Progressive Congress APC win in the governorship pool was felting. So according to former minister, he didn't know that Obi will come a long way. He didn't know that Obi will go far this way, which is the Labour Party. The youth of Nigeria will stand by his side. It's like that the day Obi decided to become a president in Nigeria, that day the youth stood up. And the youth doesn't stood up because they are not seeing something in him. They are seeing a huge amount of things in him that he can do, because we still need a young president in the country. We have been ruled by old men for the past years, of 60s, 70s, 80s for the past years, but we just needed somebody that is in a new generation. He knows what the computer is talking about. If you watch at this election, you can say that with the internet, it has really given people a freedom of speech this time around. For the past years that election has been going on in the country, we never witnessed this type of election. Even those parties, the other parties, APC, PDP and others, they were in shock, in a serious shock that Labour Party that doesn't have a structure, according to the former Minister of Information. So he was in shock. All of them, they thought that Obi is just a common person. They have not heard of Labour Party before in Nigeria. This is the first time Labour Party is coming on. But at the end of the day, Labour Party, they went a long way up till now, even though the presidential candidate was given to APC, but Labour Party is still hoping that tomorrow they will rule Nigeria. So looking forward to the swearing-in of Mr. Tinubu on the 29th of May. The FJ has given their order, and they said nothing will stop it, that Nigeria must swear in Tinubu on the 29th, that Buhari must leave the seat. So a man came out, which is Body George, the former deputy national chairman, came out to say that he will not attend Tinubu's swearing-in. According to him, he said the former deputy national chairman of the People Democratic Party, PDP, Bode George, has said he will not attend the inauguration and swearing-in ceremony of Bola Tinubu, the president-elect. During an interview with Arise TV, the elder statesman was asked if he would obligate and show up at the inauguration of Bola Tinubu if the Supreme Court sustained the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) declaration of the All Progressive Congress (APC) as the winner of the election. George said he is not going to attend, not because he hated Tinubu as a person, but because he stands for the truth and also for the fact that he is not a member of APC. As a civilized and indefatigable Nigeria who has been trained by the nation, both in the military, it is not a bad body, George. The question is, will the country be happy? Well, one day, the Supreme Court deliver the judgment, we will read it and our lawyers will interpret it for us. But to say that I will now physically carry myself to the swearing-in when it is not even my party, for the celebration of what? I pray that God will work on the Supreme Court judge, might because prayer is more powerful than ordinary human power. As Christians, we must say the truth. It is only the truth that all sets you free. That's what God wants us to do. I want to appear there on the day of resurrection. I want to be able to stand up to my Creator. If they invite me, I wouldn't go because it is not my party. I don't hate Bola. He is not my enemy, but we are talking about issues that affect our nation, says Bode George, the former deputy national chairman of the People Democratic Party. So guys, this is what he said according to him, that he is not going to attend the inauguration of Mr. Bola Tinubu on the 29th. According to what we have been seeing, that on the 29th, Tinubu must be sworn in into the throne as a president of Nigeria. So nothing can hold that day. According to the FG, which is the federal government, they have spoken and they have spoken. We are hoping that with the APC presidency, if Nigeria is going to continue with the crisis or if they are going to be out of the crisis that we all are living in right now. So guys, leave your thoughts, what you think. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys in our next video and remain blessed.